El Butox.
I concur with the previous statement.
Okay.
Waifu just woke up, but I think she's turning back over to go back to sleep.
Good for her. I'm so jealous.
She heard about these butts things and wanted to inquire.
Shall I
Alright.
control the Aster?
Yes, please. It's easier for me to control Roy purely because Roy is Roy is easy to control.
Roy
Assess
doesn't have a
many
lot of
things.
gimmicks. Roy doesn't have a lot of gimmicks. All he needs to do is sneak
Roy
attack.
is designed to do exactly a few things very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put
Okay.
damage downrange on single targets.
Mm-hmm.
Use his perception and rogue stuff.
Yes. So let's let's go through what happened last session since we did clear 2 rooms.
Well, I think we better start with Gray saying what happened because the rest of us played Go Fish.
Yeah. So, David, what happened to Gray?
Did we lose David?
Oh no, did we lose David?
No, Gray's just unconscious, so he couldn't tell you.
No, Gray has 5 HP.
Yeah, Aster got Gray back up before the end of the last session.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what
No,
happened to Gray in the other room? Yeah.
Gray walked into the room, got hit really, really, really hard. The beast woke up to protect Gray, got hit really, really, really hard. Decided it was better to try to get lunch from something other than the person that was hitting it really, really hard. Summoned a giant T-Rex, got hit really, really, really hard, and then fell asleep. And then eventually Aster poked Gray, and Gray stood back up.
Not to mention the fact that Gray went on an adventure with the genie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also had the side quest in the other room where the genie and Gray managed to just kind of like kill everything slowly over the course of a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the BGM of Smash Mouth in the background.
Yes.
For 2.5 hours.
While the rest of us sat and played Go Fish
Mm-hmm.
with an Aster that couldn't talk.
But Gray did manage to also release another god.
Yeah, now Gray technically has 4 voices in his head.
Yeah, wonderful.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5 if you include Mum.
Okay. Yeah.
6 if you include his own.
No, his own is one of the 4.
Okay.
And you also could talk to your sword if you wanted to, because that's how the magic item works.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to talk back much.
Mhm.
God.
Be glad.
Is this gonna be like that one Fallout New Vegas DLC, and you end up flirting with your own brain?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a rabbit hole.
What about Roy? I think he got scared, kept jumping behind stuff and shooting arrows at zombies.
Yeah, and that's except for the being scared. That's basically just Roy's MO.
Yeah. But that's what happened in the current room that everyone is in. Importantly, one of the things that Esther did was to recover the skeleton key. I hope that Kiwi remember to note it down. But it's technically a key item, so probably it's fine. But when entering the room, Tucano saw the throne made of skulls and bones, smashed it, got very angry at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm
We
But
smacked Lucano around a bit.
yes, and Lucano smacked you guys around a bit before going unconscious and was rescued by Lestrana.
Yes, I think we would all like a nap now.
Mm-hmm. So I understand that you would like to take a short rest. I think that was what was mentioned at the end of the last session, correct?
That would be a good start, so that way we have the energy for a long rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Yeah, with Lestrana being the primary healer of the party now, I don't have enough spell slots to get everybody back to full.
mm-hmm. uh, okay. So, please do your short restings. How much hit dice does my characters even have left? Oh wait, they did have a long rest. Lucano, this is the first time Lucano actually got hit this badly. So, given the situation, I think I'll just use this many. So for Zal, she uses D10s. Oh my god, Zal, please. She uses another 4. Oh my, okay, Zal is probably gonna die in the next short minutes. Uh,
Oh dear.
yeah, that's not what you want to see when rolling recovery hit dice.
Mm.
Hmm? Wait, you get a +4 when you're healing?
You gotta add your con.
No, that's when you level up.
No, when you use your
Oh,
hit
when you
dice, you
use your
get your
hit dice
con as
too.
well.
Oh my god, I've been playing D&D wrong my entire life.
Yeah, so for each of those hit dice, Lucano gets Zal gets to add con.
Okay, that's a 3. So for first 5, he adds another 15. So that's
Mm-hmm.
20, 33. She'll be at 38. Nope, she still has to roll the rest.
Yeah, but
She went so
it's
low.
yeah, but it's not as bad as it was.
Yeah,
She has at least more than what
yeah, yeah. Okay,
she has
18.
nearly double of what you rolled.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, when you roll your
Oh
hit
no,
dice.
I guess if because of +5, she doesn't have to roll the last hit die. Okay, so she'll go to full, but has 1 hit die left. Okay. Uh, as for Lucano, oh boy, Lucano. Oh, Lucano's fine. She has so many hit dice. Uh, and a +2 to con. Okay. So 80.
Oh, I'm doing great on mine.
Mm,
Astor's was nice.
mm-hmm. Let's see. That's another. Okay, that's good enough. Not completely full, but good enough. For 14.
I have 4 hit dice left, but I'm 5 HP short from max.
Yeah.
And Civ just needs a nap.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to get one of those.
Uh, 10 plus 14. This is
Is,
3. Okay.
did someone paint the room while I was unconscious? Did
Yes,
someone
I
paint the
did.
room with my spleen while I was unconscious?
Yeah,
Yes. How do you like it?
the two remaining painters are using whatever's on the wall to continue painting.
That's weird.
hmm but okay. So during this short rest, as Lucano is laying down, uh, she begins to sit up and begins to mutter stuff. Yaka lets you know that she's apologizing to everyone. That she did not know what happened and she's very sorry.
I mean, I think things can do weird things to people. Sometimes we don't know what something's going to do until we poke it.
Mhm.
There's a whole lot of traps out there with our names on it, and this time just happened to be your name on the trap. It's okay.
Uh, Zal walks over to the remainder of the throne. Uh, she picks up the Minotaur skull, holds it to her chest, and also picks up a scepter that fell off the throne on the floor and brings it over to everyone. Uh, this is something for Esther because Esther still has the charm of the charm of treasure sense. Uh, this scepter that Zal is bringing over, the head of this scepter, while small, probably 6 inches in diameter, is highly valuable. But just the ball head of this scepter,
The rest is just like plain
iron,
wooden stick.
steel. No, it's metallic. Say it's steel. Yeah.
But it's not especially valuable, other than maybe you sell it to the blacksmith to get a sword made. Sell it to the
For
weaponsmith to get a sword made or something.
mhm. Lestrana, I'll say Lestrana's general intelligence regarding crafting. The head of this scepter is made of adamantine.
Sweet. So if we tear it down, we can just sell it.
Your Zal is literally holding it.
Okay then.
Mhm.
Well, there's nothing spectacular about it, but the head is very expensive.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh, the last detail I kind of forgot. Not that's important. The 3 stars in the room. Oh, sorry, 6 stars in the room. Those are just
Mhm.
normal statues
Yeah.
carrying spears. Wooden statues carrying spears. Uh, Nothing too special about them.
Question: in
Yes.
the in the subtitles, is it normal statues or normal with air quotes?
Without the air quotes.
Without the air
Well,
quotes, so normal. Okay.
I mean, I figure if the statues were going to attack, they'd have attacked by now.
Fair.
Not necessarily. It could be what's that called? A Kaizo trap.
The fact they didn't do anything means it's a trap.
It, they did nothing when the throne got broken, and they did nothing when the painter got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to do anything.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
That they may be useful, but I don't think they're going to do anything.
Mm. But you also want to look around the room?
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Can I can I have a if that's the case, can I have a perception roll from those who are looking around the room?
Perception.
Mm-hmm. Lestrana, for this particular case, could you roll what does your trap thingy say again? No, not trap. What's your dungeon delver thing say again?
Give me
Dungeon
a second.
Dungeon delver. Could you roll an advantage for me? So just give me one more roll. Okay.
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah. But Roy and okay, especially Roy. Let's just use Roy then. So Roy, as you look around the room carefully,
Mm.
those six, the first thing you do notice with that high of perception is that the three, okay, now two, the painters, uh, they appear to be painting over older paintings, older murals.
Huh.
Yeah. Uh, eh, but as you walk along the walk where they are painting before turning the corner towards the right, you feel that there's something off about this statue.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Without touching it,
Hmm.
like, are all these statues of the same thing, or are they like different statues?
They're all statues of insect-headed warriors, carrying a spear and very light armor.
The right connector.
This type of iconography, the party has seen it once in a while throughout their journey here. They are a depiction of a certain type. They're they're Omuan warriors, but the insect head of this particular sculptures, you do not know the meaning behind it.
Okay. Can I check for traps that might come out if I try to tamper with the statue?
Okay, I'll let you keep that same perception roll because this is all the same thing.
Mhm.
Uh, the statue itself is not trapped, but there
Mhm.
appears to be a secret door behind it.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
You, and the looking at it closely, the door does not appear to be fully closed. It's just slightly open.
Mm-hmm. So I assume that doing something to the statue uh, opens the door. How safely
No,
can I like?
examining
Oh,
a statue if you're 27, the statue itself does not appear to have any mechanism
mm,
of any sort.
okay. I need someone really strong to help me with this.
Points at Aster.
Uh,
I think
Lucano
Asper's
and Zal
strength
are
is good.
here. Yeah,
Yeah, I think maybe Zal or Lucanu.
yeah. What do you need?
Okay. Uh, pull the statue forward.
Hmm. Okay, so uh, Yaka helps you pass down
Commun-
your request. Zal hangs the skull off her waist and proceeds over to the statue. And we'll just say that she pulls it gently out and pushes it to the side.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we place the statue here. Okay.
Is this? I assume the skull is yelling about continuous,
No, no,
continuous, etc.
The
consent.
Minotaur skull is what
a Minotaur
she
skull.
hung from her belt.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Minotaur skull.
Zal, Yaka doesn't care about consent.
Oh, Yaka was a bard back in his life. Consent is something he is very free about.
consent is very fluid to bards.
Yes, he, He's consent fluid.
Mm.
What's the term that some of them like to use? You can only make me more excited. But that's Yaka. Anyway. Yeah,
Sorry,
so
wife crew was
Zal.
asking me what time she went to sleep last night.
Okay. So Zal pulls the statue out and moves it to the side.
Mhm.
So you can now access the door if you want to. Would you like to place yourself there?
Hang on. Is the door like dark? Is it like dark through the door? Can I see what's past it?
Okay. Give me a sec. So there's just a smaller sliver of light leaving through the door itself.
Yeah, you said it's not fully closed, right?
Oh no, we're talking like it's open by like a quarter of an inch.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
so it's the edges are slightly illuminated from some sort of light source inside. I'll say that you uh sorry, Roy is smart enough to understand this. There's some sort of light coming from inside the room.
I make a mental note to ask Lastrana to make me like a pair of glasses that give me night vision.
Why
It
would
is a
you want to
magic
see?
item that exists.
Why would you want to see knights everywhere you look?
You don't listen. I have my purposes. Okay.
You have porpoises?
Yes, I have many purposes, and I need knights to go with my purposes. Anyway,
Okay.
God. So there's no point in me trying to look past the door. I kind of yelled, "Who's got dark vision?
Lestrana raises her hand.
You're coming with me."
Aster raises her hand.
Gray attempts to raise a hand, then just kind of lies back down.
Okay, you two are coming with me. I kind of like very slowly kind of push the door open. And since I've got no dark vision, there's no point in me going through the door, so I just kind of step back and provide covering fire.
Well, Aster will go through the door.
All right. So let's say Esther pushes the door open first. Okay.
Mhm.
So opening the door, inside the room is brightly lit. And just looking for Esther and I'll say Royce is there. Okay, then let's try now. Let's say all of you squeeze in that area. Looking through the door, uh,
Mhm.
the wall opposite you that at least you can see, is also painted with a with mosaics and tiles of a jungle city with plants, birds, and insects. Uh, and it's very decorated. In the
Mhm.
center of a room, you do see a sarcophagus. And I'll say this is what you capture from standing at the door.
Okay. Uh okay, so I'm gonna step in. Since I'm entering a new room, I assume I need to another perception roll to check for trap tiles or anything.
You know
I'm
what?
assuming.
I don't need one. I don't want to keep making uninteresting rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I assume that means there's no traps here.
none that I want you to find.
Oh, I hate the way you phrased that.
I learned a lot about phrasing as I have been DMing over the past year.
I hate I hate the way that was phrased.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like that phrasing.
No, that's bad. Okay.
None that I want you to find.
Okay. So what's this glowing thing in the middle?
Okay. So now that you're close enough to see it, uh, stepping closer into the room and looking in, there is a small jeweled insect resting on top of the sarcophagus. Above the sarcophagus is a 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus, and is emitting some amount of light,
Mm-hmm.
and is stylized with gold to represent a sun.
I think this is another god's tomb. Who needs a new god? Who needs a
Uh,
new god? No one?
wait. Yeah. No one saying anything. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, hang on. I'm supposed to be fearless and not take risks. Okay, so I just step on up and make a grab for the tube and try to.
Just
Okay.
make a
So
grab for
as
the orb.
you get closer,
Mhm. The room fills with acid and you die immediately.
no. I think I am appreciative of your willingness to roleplay the what's the thing, the flaw given to you by the god, but I still need to give you the correct information. So
Okay.
as you step it, so now that you go in, you're not going to just push it open. You are still Roy, correct? You are going
Mm-hmm.
to do your due diligence of checking things out, correct?
Mm.
So engraved on the lid of the sarcophagus, etched in common, is the word
Mm-hmm.
Napaka.
I can't remember. Is that one of the gods?
No, Napaka. Uh, Depending on how attentive you were to Orvex,
Mm-hmm.
Napaka is the name of the last queen of Omu.
Hmm. The fact that this is written in common is kind of disturbing to me because it implies that it's newer than everything else, which I am assuming is written in Old Omuon.
Next, the lid of the sarcophagus appears to be sealed to the sarcophagus with melted lead.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, and now they are this close. Uh, you inside the hammering of the what's it called of the gold. You know when you hammer gold into a
Into a
object,
shape, right?
into a shape.
Yeah.
There appears to be a smile on the orb that represents the sun.
Hmm. Well, if we're inhaling lead, that means we've already got shortened lifespans, so. Nope. You only live once, right?
Fair enough.
Okay. Uh. If it's just lead, lead's really soft, so I'm assuming that if I just jam hard enough with my crowbar, I can
Oh
move
yeah,
this lid.
yeah. You can just use your crowbar and just like a chisel, just go around the sarcophagus and scrape all the lead out in a single
Okay.
move. It's soft.
Here's a question:
Yes.
is there anything that to be accomplished by opening this thing, though?
Is this a question for the party or for the DM?
This is just I'm just asking the room basically.
I mean,
In
generally
character?
people get
Yeah.
buried with things.
Right?
We've run
Time
into a lot of sarcophaguses with stuff in them.
time to
Somebody may want to check one of the Azrax hints.
Yeah, what were those hints again?
They're
Check
here.
the info. Yeah.
The history tells all. No.
No, it's the one of the latest ones.
Hmm.
Death to fire, and all that.
Death to fire, diner drown, precious air, and falling sand. Done that one.
It hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are these warnings? I'm not seeing them in the handouts.
Um,
It's not the
go
handout.
to
It's
the
inside
Discord
Discord.
and look
Yeah.
in info.
ToA info.
Okay, here we go.
The army sleeps in silence. That's been dealt with.
I'm sorry, they were very nice Minotaur people, I'm sure.
The mirror holds 12.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got out 2.
More than that, but yes.
Find the Iron Scepter's twin. I'm assuming this is the twin.
Well, we found an iron scepter.
We found a key.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we need to find... Because we have an iron scepter that has a head of adamantine.
Mm-hmm.
We need to maybe find its twin.
You think the twin is in this sarcophagus?
Possibly.
Okay, time to crack open a cold one with the boys.
Oof.
Or crack open the boy with the cold ones. I'm flexible in this.
Just get
Okay.
ready to kill whatever comes out of it.
So, is Roy trying to open the sarcophagus?
Roy is trying to open the sarcophagus.
Okay, give me a strength. Give me a strength athletics check.
Athletics? Oh
Yep.
boy, here we go. Here we go. Who knew this was coming?
Well done. You are strong enough to push the lid off the sarcophagus.
Strong enough, but like you can see Roy just like panting heavily afterwards. Because,
Okay, so you push the lid of the sarcophagus.
Mhm.
Inside, you find a mummified body
Mhm.
that is highly adorned. Whoever placed this body here,
This was someone important.
yes, and whoever put the body here did their part to make sure that this body is properly interred to in full regal outfit. I'll say you could give me probably a history. Give me a history
Yeah.
or religion,
God.
either one.
Roy knows shit about both of them, so it may as well be the same.
Yeah. Well done. Probably royalty, and it's probably quite high up there.
Mhm.
And looking in, you see a jewelry box,
Mhm.
and this mummified body is holding onto a scepter with a similar shaped head to the one that Zal is currently holding.
Sweet, found the twin. Before I touch it, before I touch it, is there any way to ascertain, like, is this one of those things where if you touch it, if you try to grab it, you will just explode?
Probably not.
Okay. Is there a note written common that says congratulations, you've completed the Tomb of Annihilation?
I'll give that another day, but not now.
Shit. Alright. One can hope. Uh can I examine the jewelry box without like grabbing it or touching it or you know
Okay, so
or
just looking at it, correct?
Hmm.
Okay, so it is a ornately shaped box,
Mhm.
with iconography of scarabs on it, and
Mhm.
appears to be made of gold, inset with tiny pearls on all the eyes of the insects.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen this
It's,
mummy movie. I'm supposed to open the box and then there's gonna be scarabs coming out of it.
from what you can tell, the box is not like attached to a sarcophagus. You can just, if you wanted to, you can just grab the entire box and leave.
Hmm. Uh, does the box look like it's locked in any way, shape, or form?
You don't see what's it called? You don't see a keyhole.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just gonna use the same intelligence roll you have. Is that this type of jewelry box unlocked? It's just a box with a lid.
Sweet. Okay. I very no. I was gonna say tentatively, but uh, I'm supposed to be this devil may care person, so I just open the box.
Okay. So as you open the box, uh,
Mm.
you see two things inside it. The first is a small jade key
Mm-hmm.
shaped like a crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a so imagine a crocodile's head on towards the left, and where the tail is supposed to be, looks like a key teeth.
Key. Okay.
Yeah. And a necklace
Mm-hmm.
that hold on. It's a necklace. Could you roll me a d6?
D6.
Yeah, just roll me a d6.
Okay. D6.
Okay. It's a necklace with 5 glass beads hanging from it. And
Hmm.
inside each of these glass beads you see orange and red flames.
I toss it to Lestrana. No, I don't toss it to Lestrana.
Okay, so
I mean,
that's a
Silverfur has an idea of what this necklace is.
okay.
True that, but
Lestrana could identify it.
Okay.
I
And
hand the
hold on.
box to Lestrana. Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. So as you do open and see all this, with your passive perception, you hear a slight twinge of metal coming above you from the sun. As the smiling face changes to a angry one. Uh,
Oh,
they are behind cover. You guys aren't. I'll say this artist has just enough cover. Okay. Uh, the sun begins to shoot burning rays towards Roy, Esther, Lestrana, and Zal.
ow.
Can I have a dex saving throw from the 4 of you? I'll roll for Zal.
Is this considered a trap?
You know what? I'll consider this a trap.
Because Lestrana gets advantage on those.
Yeah. If anything, if you're wondering if the trap, just ask because it might not be in my head if it's a trap or not. Okay. From Esther and Roy as well. Okay.
Roy's having problems currently?
Yeah, I saw Roy log back in.
Yeah, Roy just posted in Discord. Well, group
Ah.
posted in Discord.
Hello. Gru, are you back?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
That doesn't sound like Gru at all.
So, did the sun hit you that hard?
Hmm.
Does Silver know what this necklace is?
Sounds a bit like a necklace of fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gray wants to chew on it.
No! Lestrana will not let Gray chew on it.
Uh,
Tastes like
the
Mom's home
necklace of
cooking.
the necklace of fireball was the very first magic item I ever got in D&D.
I remember you talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I used it to kill a dragon, which is highly anticlimactic.
I think the first magic item I got was a flaming sword.
Ooh.
I don't remember which was the first magic item I got because I was 8.
Actually, no. A flaming sword was the first magic item I gave out.
Ah.
The first magic item I received in D&D was a wand of magic missiles.
Ah.
You were all there for that. None of
Oh,
my other
right.
characters had ever made it past level 3. None of
None
them
of
had ever
my
gotten magic items.
characters have made it past level 9.
I now have a level 13 character.
It was the very first campaign that I played as well for the Dungeon Master. We were all learning how to play from one of the pre-com books. It was Dragon of Icespire Peaks. The party did find some other magic items, but because I was a sorcerer, I didn't. The rest of the party got stuff that they could use until the fireball came to me. The DM wrote for the charges, and he wrote max. So I had
You
so
had 9 charges.
it had 9 charges. So when we fought the
Oh.
young dragon that appeared, I just threw the entire fireball necklace at it. So it was
Oh.
one ball was 8d6, then plus another 8. So I just threw 16d6 at the dragon, and I think I rolled fairly high. Yeah. I think I chunked the dragon for like 3 digits.
I think I'm back? Question
You're
So-
mark?
Hey,
Sounds
we
like
hear
you're
you.
back.
Yep. You hear you.
Okay. I apparently my headset did not agree to be used in my USB my USB hub, so I had to plug it directly into my PC.
Ah. Okay. So
They're having a bit of a disagreement right now.
okay. So coming back to the session,
Hmm.
we were now waiting for a deck save as the angry sun began shooting its sun rays at the things you could see.
Sorry, what angry sun?
The sun that's hanging off the chain. It went from a smiley face to an angry face.
It's not happy we're robbing the grave.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even think the sun can see Zal because Zal is 10 feet down. Now that I think about it.
Well,
Yeah.
Zal was up and moving a statue.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay,
she
then
jumped down afterward.
you know what? I'll say that she's waiting behind you. Yeah. So she got hit. What?
Wait.
What?
What?
If he rolled a
Huh.
2,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
am I
So
dead?
no, but only Lastrana passed.
Oh.
And because Lastrana passed, you dodge the ray completely. You do not take damage.
Aha! Fuck you.
But for Zal, Est,
Well,
and Roy,
Roy, don't you at least get to take half damage, or do you not have
Yes,
that enough levels
no,
of rogue?
I have
the half
evasion. I take half damage.
you take half damage from AOE spells, correct?
No, it's
This is
just
not AOE spell.
anything that no, it's anything that requires me to make a dex saving throw to take half damage.
Oh, it's anything that requires the dex saving throw. You take half from evasion. Okay.
is it
Yep.
So
Yep.
is it phrased as when an AoE spell requires you to make a dex saving throw?
No.
Nope.
actually, that's maybe just my brain thinking about it because I always remember as rogue dodging fireball
No,
is
it's
my
Yeah,
when
that's
you are
the most
subjected to an
common.
effect. When you are
okay.
subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take
Yeah.
only half damage.
The beginning at level 7, you can nimbly dodge out the way of certain area effects. So that's my brain thinking area effect. But yeah, continue on as long as the dex saving. Alright.
Mhm.
So you'll take half of whatever damage I'm rolling right now.
Oh, if half of that damage is equal to 86, this is like, well,
I don't think no, even if I rolled max damage, it wouldn't be 86 halved when halved. So don't worry about it.
I'm just hoping it's not that high, if not halved. Because Aster didn't pass.
Okay, see, there's a bunch of ones.
so 19.
So you take 19. Esther and Zal get blasted for 38 damage.
Sorry.
Uh, let's see. And as you dodge out of the way of this fray, Roy,
Mm.
you see the sun slowly. The light in the room kind of dims as the fire leaves the room.
Mm-hmm.
But you see slowly starting to re-glow again. What do you want to do?
Everybody, did I grab the box already?
I'll say that you try to open it, but I'll say in this moment you change your mind and you grab the box. What else?
And what about the twin, the scepter?
I'll let you grab it as well.
Okay, everybody leave.
So in six
Let's
seconds, you both out of line of sight of the sun.
make like a tree and leave.
Get out
So
of the line of sight.
so as you shout, you I think Zhao has enough insight to see that. Okay, let's move. And she got hit by the blast of the light anyway.
Question:
Yes.
Does Zhao know enough common to understand my incredible pun?
No, it doesn't translate very well.
Okay, shit. Can somebody translate that pun for me?
Yakatsu will try his best.
It's kind of a 6-hour process of explaining what a leaf is, and then explaining the terminology that describes leaving versus leafing.
Will the three people inside the room like to leave before I shoot another ray at you?
Yes.
No, we're gone. We are long gone.
Your tokens are still in the room.
I've gone.
Okay.
Okay, so we have acquired a twin and a key. I'm keeping the box for the express reason of I don't want to be like 80. I don't want it to be like 18 hours later and we take out the key and it's broken.
Okay. So you're holding onto the jewelry box.
Hmm.
Uh, are you did you say that you're trying to hide it or are you just holding onto it?
Holding on to it. I'm not hiding
Oh,
anything
okay.
from these
All right.
people. This is one
Okay.
of those things where if where we're working with each other, not against each other.
Okay. So
Besides that,
as you Hmm.
if I wanted to screw the party over, I would have done it a long time ago in that tomb where where one of there was a voice in my head saying, "Do you want a bonus or do you want combat?"
Yes, okay. And you one shot the combat, I remember now. Uh
Yes,
so
multi crits.
as you as you all gather, uh
Mhm.
so you're holding onto the box,
Mhm.
you immediately catch the attention of Lucano
Mhm.
and you notice a sense of recognition from her.
Okay, I forgot how we're doing this. Who's translating to Lucanu?
Yaka.
Yaka.
Okay, does
And
Yaka understand common?
Yes.
Yaka understands common, but even before you ask your question, from Yaka,
Mhm.
that's the Queen's jewelry box. Where did you find it?
In the
In the
sarcophagus.
in a bigger box.
Oh wait, I just realized Yaka would be with Lestrana the entire time, so
Yes.
Yaka would know this. Okay, so after you Lee come out, because a lot of things happen, Yaka would just tell you, "That's the Queen's jewelry box. I think we found the body of the Queen."
We
And you
did.
see her, and you see Yaka turn to Lucanu, speaking to Lucanu, who let's see, what's Lucanu's wisdom?
Does Lucanu look
14.
angry?
No, she looks very crestfallen,
Very sad.
and she walks up to the doorway.
Mhm.
She sees you. She saw the ball of fire flying out, but she does walk out the doorway and looks inside before turning back to the party. And she is speaking something with Yaka. Yaka replies to her before telling the party. Lucano just wanted to know if that really was her. That's all.
Almost certainly.
Hmm.
There have not been Omuans in the city for a long time.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Would Lucanu be upset if we just kind of rifled through these through everything we found to check for magic stuff?
Probably wouldn't mind that much.
I think if we ask Yaka's like, we're trying to find stuff to help us defeat the
Survive.
person who's screwing this place up.
Mm-hmm. So I think he understands that. So you once again you open the lid, so you see a key and the necklace, which I believe he said had 5 charges.
Yes.
Sorry, 5 charges of what?
Sorry. Okay, it has 5 orbs. So the way, okay, tabletop. This is a necklace of fireball. Each charge is
Okay, I
represented by a
figured.
single orb, right?
I figured.
Okay. Yeah. The party, I don't know. If you know if the Arcana identify whichever you prefer. But you do open it. Yaka will let you know that he does not recognize any of the items inside the box. He only recognizes the box itself.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I figured it was a necklace of fireballs. That's why I joked about tossing it to
I know.
to
Yeah.
Lestran.
Yeah. And at the same
so
time, sorry, for Roy, you are holding onto
the scepter,
the
twin
scepter.
scepter.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's holding its partner?
Zal is holding onto it. Unless
Can
one
I
of you
borrow
wants
it?
it. Yeah, sure.
No, yeah, I'm going to like gesture to Zal if I can borrow the scepter, so I can
Yeah, sure.
kind of compare them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how similar are they?
They look exactly the same.
I think I found the twin that we were warned about.
Well, we were told to find the twin. We were told to find the twin scepter.
And the key. I think this is the key.
Or is that thing that's welded to Aster's head the key?
Gray, we've talked about this many times. That's called hair.
No, look higher.
Wait, what thing nailed to Aster's head? Where's Aster?
You're standing on her.
Oh. Oops. Sorry. Whoops. Okay, what is Gray talking about? What thing that is nailed to Aster's head?
Maybe the crown?
Ah. That's a good question. Is it like a literal key or a metaphorical key? Ooh, this is gonna be a rough one.
I mean,
we have 2 literal keys, and what the heck is coming out the door?
So, as you are having this conversation,
Oh no.
Coming from the door itself, you see a figure mummified, wearing a black dress and a horned mask of gold. The person who was lying in the sarcophagus, turning to the party. Actually, I was almost certain that you would figure this out, but because you were referencing Indiana Jones, you're supposed to do the thing where you replace the scepter, the thing.
Oh.
But doesn't matter.
Oh shit.
But doesn't matter because you didn't do it. She turns to. So this mummy turns towards the party.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm presuming it's like at the moment that Roy is holding both scepters, I'm like, I wonder what we need these 2 scepters for.
Then you feel someone tapping on your shoulder, right?
Okay. And Lestrade just goes, Roy, turn around.
Okay. So,
no, if I don't turn around, I don't see what's behind me.
15-foot cube. So yeah, it'll hit everyone except for Zal because Zal was further away. So this mummy opens their mouth, and a black gas emits from them towards all of you. Can I have a con save from everyone except Zal? To the 5 of you.
Please don't let let me get Esther killed.
Esther passed.
Oh, are we gonna do the Scooby-Doo doors thing where it's like, and then we just run through the maze?
Hi.
Okay,
Kiwi.
so hi Kiwi.
Silver, you came in just as Silver said, I hope I don't get Aster killed.
Alright, so
Yeah, Silver just told me that you were trying to get me killed.
I was not trying to get you killed. I
Anti
missed the Indiana Jones connection.
Indomitable. Okay, great, everyone passed.
Yay!
Okay,
Hmm.
so okay, so everyone passed. So I'm gonna roll the damage because you all take half, and some of you take even less than that.
I take 0.
No,
It wasn't a dex save.
it
Oh
wasn't dex
shit,
save.
you're right.
It was a con. I was referring to Esther. It's necrotic damage for Esther. So it's halved for Esther.
How's
For
your
the one,
face?
yeah, so it's 41 necrotic damage. So for Esther, it will be half to 20. Then half again because of resistance. So Esther takes 10 necrotic. The rest of you take 20.
How are we still in the same room?
They investigated a secret room.
Oh,
How's
Yeah.
your face feeling?
And
it's gonna feel a lot better when I punch yours.
and
Ow!
they found the Iron Spectre's twin, which is the hint given by Azarek,
And 5 fireballs.
and a necklace of fireballs. Okay, so as this body breathes this gas towards you, it collapses to the floor.
I
Oh,
thought this was gonna be a combat.
No,
Was that
it's
was that
not.
like? Okay, so I'm at 25 HP Silver.
You were at 35 and you just took 10, so yeah.
And sorry.
I was gonna say Astra's gonna cast Cure Wounds on themselves.
Oh, okay.
Totally
This
fair.
is mostly okay. So as so that's two HP.
Shut up.
So Lucano goes over and picks up and cradles the body.
Boy, now I feel like a real jackass.
Lestrana will just go up and put her hand on Lucanu's shoulder, hoping the gesture translates.
It does. You see her with the body step into the room and replace the body inside the sarcophagus before closing the lid. In the process, she does get hit. Let's see if she can dodge one hit of the sun.
The sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a small carved sun. It's what shot the big fire beams out at us.
Yeah.
She's
It's
going to
why
use Indomitable.
It's why we kind of had to run for it with the stuff that we found inside the sarcophagus.
So you observe Lucano go into the room, replace the body, close the lid, dodges the sun with Indomitable, and leaves the room.
We should take a short rest.
We should
You
take
just
a
did-
long
Just did
rest.
that.
You should take a long rest.
We need a long rest.
We should take a long rest.
Yeah, honestly, please take a long rest.
Aster refuses to do anything until we take a long rest, because I'm not dying because of other people's mistakes.
I'm sorry.
I am super sorry.
No, it sounds more like Gru's fault than Silver's fault.
It's absolutely Gru's fault.
Should we go back?
It made me climb out of bed.
I am 200% okay with blaming this on Gru.
Long rest. Let's go.
Shall we go back to the central room where
The gargoyles, huh? Yeah.
Well, nothing's attacked us there. We've had several long rests there before.
Yes, I just meant that in general, that's the room.
Yeah,
Yes.
we paid the gargoyle fee.
Yes. Let's go back to the room that we are fairly sure is safe.
Why is there a gray that's lying down here?
That's
What did
Civ.
I miss? Oh, Civ.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's thinking about life.
He's very tired.
You do you, Civ. You do you.
You're all outpacing Gray anyways.
Okay.
I think at this point, Lestrana could probably pick Gray up.
Probably.
Mhm.
Gray is moving at half speed.
Okay. Can we recover our hit points and spell slots?
Rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I used some of your hit dice. You should be able to restore all of them.
Half on a long rest, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't use more than half of what was there.
Yeah, I get them all back.
9 recovers 4, so okay.
Gray goes to bed.
Mhm.
Civ very reluctantly wakes up.
Pokemon center sound plays.
Dun, 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 dun.
And with that, I'm fairly comfortable saying that the party does level up
Yay!
because you have fully completed this floor.
Okay,
Because we
now
almost died.
I have to choose
And keep in
Four-
mind that this will be the last level for the campaign.
4 Paladin or 7 Warlock.
Gonna go 8
ASI or spell slot, I think. I can't recall what Warlock's get level 7.
Yeah, I get 4th level spells.
So it's a ASI versus spell slot, correct? I guess
And
that'd
a-
be the easiest way to break it down.
Yeah, and a Eldritch Invocation.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
I'd also get
4.
slightly more HP if I chose Paladin.
Wait, oh, right. Paladins are D10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Warlocks are D8.
I learned 2 more infusions, and I can infuse another item, which I've already decided what I'm infusing. And I have a lot to change on my sheet because my enhanced weapon and my enhanced defense infusions go up in power to +2.
Nice.
Ooh, I get ASI or a feat.
So, due to the minus 13 max HP, I have 64 HP. The beast has 112 due to the minus 13. Otherwise, I'd have 125.
Nice.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take the ability score enhancement so that I have 20 dexterity
Nice.
and 20 wisdom because I feel like that's gonna save our lives a lot. That's gonna save our lives at some point. Okay, I'm set.
So I'm just thinking that if I had a monk with 20 dex and 20 wisdom, how unkillable it will be.
As a rogue, 20 dexterity and 20 wisdom just make sure other people don't die too because of the rogue's stupidity, not because of the player's stupidity.
Okay, that's true. Okay. Yeah.
You can still die to player stupidity.
That's always a possibility in D&D.
And for that, I apologize in advance.
I apologize for past, present, and future.
I apologize for past, present, and indeed several future stupidities.
It's fair. Everyone survived. That's what matters.
Yep.
Yes. As I said, I just
mean-
have a lot of numbers to change.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
Okay,
but-
so who wants to
Okay.
hold the necklace of fireballs?
No. I think I'm gonna take Warlock because I can take extra attack as my invocation.
Okay.
So that if I absolutely need to smite, I can fish for crits.
Mhm.
The average HP for a Warlock is 5 plus con.
4.5 round up 5.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the 9 hit point, or 9 hit points and not risk it. If we ever figure out how to get rid of the reduction, I'd be at 101 HP.
Okay, now
Hey,
for my
Snarky.
shield.
You said this necklace has 5 beads on it?
Yep.
Just to be sure. Okay,
Mhm.
so necklace of fireballs with 5 beads.
Mhm. And it's not a. Yep.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm just looking at things.
No, I'm
Okay.
just thinking about some other stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it's a necklace. Collectively, the party will figure out. Can just eyeball it, and yeah, that's a necklace of fireball.
Hmm.
Let's try and guess identify on it just to make sure it's not like trapped or anything.
I mean, there's
Sure.
a bunch of items that the astronomer can cast identify on.
Yeah,
So-
cast identify on all the items.
Lestrana will go around casting identify.
I'm gray.
Yep, you are gray. Congratulations.
Okay, I took extra attack. I need to see if I'm changing any of my spells.
All right. So, identifying the 2 scepters. One of them is completely normal. That'll be the original one the party found. Once again, completely normal, but the head is made of adamantine. The second scepter has a minor magical property, besides also being a scepter with an adamantine head. It appears to be the sole purpose of this scepter is to destroy Napaka.
Who?
Napaka was the last queen of Omu. So that was the zombie. The dried remains that the party found in the other room just now. The one that breathed out black gas at everyone.
Mm.
I mean, that's what the identifier is telling you. How you want to decipher is up to you. So that's the 2 scepters. Okay. This is a necklace of fireball that will self-destruct if anyone tries to use it.
Okay, so I don't use
So
it.
when you said you wanted to toss the necklace at the Strana, if you did it, it will just explode on you just now.
So we trick an enemy into using it.
Yeah. So necklace of fireball, 5 beads, comma cursed, comma booby trapped.
Curse would be the right word for it because it's a magical trigger. So curse would be the right word.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
How much damage could Roy not take if he used it?
Zero.
It's
He can
76.
No, it's more than that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Because
The
one
first
bead is.
the first orb
Hmm.
does 8d6. Every subsequent orb adds another dice.
Oh
Did-
Jesus.
So if this thing
12d6.
explodes on you, it'll be 8d6 plus another 4d6. It's total of 12d6 damage if it explodes on you right now. But because
Okay.
the DC is set by the necklace, you can theoretically save against it. Meaning, if you decide to, I don't know, Leroy Jenkins or suicide,
Leroy.
you could theoretically run in, use it, and just blow up everything in the area, and you can survive because you are a rogue.
Oh God. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Can you imagine though? Just like.
Well, you're supposed to be fearless, remember?
You
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 reminded me.
represent a free 12d6 damage, assuming you pass a DC 15 a DC 15 dex save.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm gonna call this our nuclear option because
Yeah.
I need
if I don't, yeah,
I need to ask Snarky a question to determine the spell I took. Did we find the gem I needed?
No, it's the next floor.
But it's definitely there.
Yes. I can guarantee you it's there.
And which gem is it again? I can't remember which one I told
It's
you. That I need.
you told me you wanted the gem that contains a clear gem that contains a liquid inside it.
Okay, that's not the one I want anymore. Can we change that to be a different gem?
Sure. I think should be fine.
Yeah, I need it to be. Let me look at the spells again. It needs to be an undead eyeball encased in a gem.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I feel like in the Tomb of
That's
Annihilation that shouldn't be too
awfully.
hard.
Oh yeah, it's whether it's lying around is a separate thing. One more time, it's a
An undead
undead
eyeball encased
eyeball.
encased in a gem worth at least 150 GP.
The gem cost is the cost is fine. I'm just trying to figure out where am I supposed to put this. Then I'll figure out I'll figure out. Yeah.
Okay, then I will take the other spell that I've been looking at.
Well, Lestrana has added Repulsion Shield to her list of infusions.
Goodbye, Spike Growth. I never cast you once.
And
Mm.
Kiwi, Lestrana's AC is now the same as Mahina's.
Congrats.
So it's unkillable. Is what I'm hearing.
Oh no, Mahina is very killable.
No, but that's a different campaign.
Yeah, I mean, they're level 13 in my campaign.
Yeah, Mahina also has like 40 more hit points.
Okay. Aster now has Sickening Radiance and will have Shadow of Moil.
Oh, something I do need to do.
Roy has the option to, with a this
Woohoo.
insane do or die attack because if I remember correctly, I am no longer entitled to second and third death saves.
Yep.
I thought
No,
you
you're
had
not entitled to-
second.
No, you don't. You do have that. You lost one death save. You should have. You can't fail two. Is why is the current situation. You can't fail two.
Okay, because I was acting the presumption that I only have one chance to
No.
save.
You have two. You have two.
You have
But it
two,
also means
but
that
a
if you go
crit
down and
fail.
roll a net one, then you'll die.
Okay, so if I don't save, somebody just run into the smoking crater and pour a healing potion down my throat.
Just touch your shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Also, if we find any small rooms that are filled with creatures, I can just cast Sickening Radiance and close the door. And they'll die in 6 rounds.
Assuming they take necrotic damage, which I think most do, right?
Sickening Radiance is radiant damage.
Okay, assuming they take radiant damage then.
Oh yeah, I can also attune to one more magic item.
And it suffers 1 level of exhaustion, which is a separate effect. So,
Mm-hmm.
assuming that they're stuck in the room with it for long enough, they'll just die from exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is everyone done with their leveling up?
Yes. And we are now to the point where I will only cast Green Flame Blade against things that take extra fire damage.
Because the two attacks is a bit better.
Yeah, because I can fish for smites.
Mm-hmm. I believe I am done.
All right.
I am just punching in my new special attack.
Mm-hmm. Special attacks.
Yeah, technically I need to add my new infusions to my sheet. But I've made the necessary changes.
All right. So, before we continue, I think this is also a good time to take a real life break. So let's just take a quick.
I just got here.
The rest of us have been here for a little while.
Yeah. So let's take a quick real life break and come back, and we'll see where the party wants to go. Okay. See everyone in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure that's wisdom, and then I'll roll it, and then I'll go to the washroom. Yes, it is wisdom. Okay. I am cheating on this roll just because I want to see what it looks like.
My options for Divine Smite are now 2d8, 3d8, 5d8, and 6d8.
It's a lot of d8s.
It's even more if it crits.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I might beat you on d12s, though.
I don't have any d12s. How did you crit on a 15?
I said I was cheating so I could check what the numbers looked like before going to the bathroom.
Oh.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, kind of table talk. I kind of wish Costa was kind of still here, because there's so many dead bodies you could talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many people you could talk to. I mean, people is a broad term, a broad
Individuals.
overarching term. Individuals who may or may not remember stuff from their previous life
Mm-hmm.
as a actual person. Oh wait, I forgot to move Pascal. Pascal managed to stay out of trouble the entire time.
Good job, Pascal.
Mhm.
Smart lizard.
I'm going to add this to my list of infusions, even though I'm never using it.
What?
Homunculus Servant.
Mm.
I just need a gem or crystal that's worth 1,000 GP.
For?
And I'd need to have more infusion slots to make a
Okay.
Homunculus Servant.
Oh. So you need infusion slots, which you already have, but do you have the infusion slots?
You learn more
I
infusions than slots you have.
Yeah. And I
Oh.
just used the new slot I got to give myself a repulsion shield.
So meaning that even if I do give you the 1000 GP gem, you can't use it?
If I dropped a different infusion, yeah, I could. But I figure it'd be something that Lestrana might use later. But I learned 2 new infusions, even though I'm not going to actually put them on anything.
You want to keep that as an option?
I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping it as an option. I don't know if Lestrana's going to survive, but
Oh, you mean this is something for Lestrana for after the campaign type of thing, or is this something you're trying to do? You would like to do within the dungeon?
it's probably not something that would get done in the dungeon. It's
All
more
right,
it's kind of like this is the artificer's way of of getting a familiar.
I see. Okay.
Cuz what happened cuz the homunculus servant, you create a servant, it doesn't have it has its hit points are 1 plus your intelligence modifier plus your artificer level.
So 21, 31 HP.
Yeah, it's not exactly going to be going into combat.
Ah, okay. So it's like a
Um,
much more useful silent servant, is what I'm hearing.
it's a
Unseen
much more
servant, sorry.
it's a much more useful unseen servant, but if the homunculus dies, it vanishes, leaving its heart in its space. Its heart is that gem that you used.
Ah, so
So
you
you
could.
just make another one.
It's 100 GP,
It's
not a
100
thousand.
yeah, it's 100 GP gem or crystal. And
When Gray came out from the room alone the other day, last session, he handed you 5. How expensive were they? 5 something. Were they
Gray did
current?
not check the value of those gems. Gray just kind of went,
Here.
well, this looks expensive. That's gold. Gold is heavy. I'll grab the expensive thing and go. I hurt. I tired. I like breathing.
Did we ever figure out anything to do with the land?
No. Okay. Those stones are only worth 50 each, but that's 5 of them. Yeah.
If we glue 2 of them together.
That's not how it works.
I mean, if we still had Rashi,
Hmm.
we might be able to do something about it, but
I learned a neat thing about physics. If we
Mhm.
perfectly sand both pieces down, then put them into the zero oxygen void, they can just push the two halves together.
Do you want to risk it?
No.
not.
I just came
Anyway,
in. I just
But
came
yeah.
in. I'm wondering what we're risking this time.
But
so
yeah, a homunculus serpent is basically just the artificer's version of a familiar.
so it looks like
Okay.
we have.
I would
Yep.
say that you can consider holding onto the infusion if you want to, because that particular item isn't that hard to find within the next floor.
No, it's not going to be hard to find. It's just not something Lestrana's going to use
All right.
in the tomb. But it would
Okay.
be very useful to have this homunculus servant in, like, the workshop or something.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is, if Lastrana survives the entire thing and leaves, I'll let Lastrana level up so that they can take the Homunculus servant. That's what I'm hearing right now.
So
Okay.
our options are either go down the
Uh,
hall or go
so-
up to Wither's office.
So just one more thing before I forget. During this long rest, Yaka will turn to Lastrana. Those gems that your friend, that Gray, found, if you have no need for them, can I have them?
I mean, I don't think we have any immediate need. Looks over at Aster.
It's common, as I can understand this. Yeah.
Aster's sleeping.
Okay, then.
Aster can understand. Aster is not currently aware.
Yeah.
I don't think we need them. And I'm sure we'll be able to find more gems. I certainly don't need them for any of my spells, and I don't think Aster needs them for any of theirs. So sure, you can have the gems.
Okay. So as you hold them out to Yaka, he floats over and eats them. And I'll say in this moment, because you are close enough, as his jaw bone open, you notice a small black spear within his mouth.
Okay, that
That-
answers the question I was going to ask.
That as he bites, mimics biting down on the gem, he makes extremely clean cuts.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Nice
Okay.
teeth.
So are you feeding all 5? Giving all 5?
I think so.
All right. Okay then. So that would be something that happens during the long rest. Is there anything else the party would like to accomplish during this long rest before we decide where the party wants to go?
Civ has questions to ask about why Longsword wants to talk back.
Civ?
Longsword said its name is Rashi.
Well, it translated strangely, but I guess you can call me Rashi. And if you're asking why I'm here, your other your other person was the one who placed me here. You
Ve-
smell familiar. I think I
very
do know
confusing.
your brood. Well, since I'm here, is there anything you'd like to ask?
What do you know about place? There's hole and scary stone creatures guarding it, and many dead things.
I don't recognize any of this, if anything. Where is this place?
Is Ormu.
Never heard of it.
Snake people city on island.
Snake
Chult.
people. I do not know that place, but I do know the Yuan-Ti that you speak of. We fought against them once upon a long time ago. Very, very long ago.
Peninsula are scary. Islands less scary. Is anything of note about war might be important?
I do not know. It's been millennia since that war.
Too
I
many
highly
suns.
doubt. Too many suns, correct. It's been too long. I cannot conceive of a way that it affects the current time. Though that crown your friend is wearing might be a problem.
What's wrong with Crown? Is very dapper.
It is, but it is a forbidden treasure that belongs to them. Giving it back to them might be troublesome.
Better to use their treasure to crush them with. Show them the error of their ways.
Well, if you feel your friend is capable of doing so, go for it. This time is no longer something that I or my kind have any influence over. Our era is long gone. So do what you want.
Good plan. Enjoy company.
Well, if I enjoy your company, you and your brother's company enough, maybe I'll be a bit more willing to share a bit more of my powers. But we'll see how that turns out, shall we?
Good point. And Civ does something Civ's never done before, which is polish a sword.
You do your watch with. Oh no. You do your watch with like. I'll say in this case probably like Zal, so nothing does really happen. But this is a case of just Civ talking to himself the entire time. Okay. Anyone else got anything they'd like to accomplish during this long rest?
I mean, there's 5 voices in the head right now. Adding a
Oh,
6
one
from
in
the
a
sword doesn't make a big difference.
What is this one? We get just a bit more and we get an entire soccer team.
Your head's getting crowded.
Good thing it's so big.
Yeah, your brain is so big.
Wait, did Gray or Civ just become a blade pack warlock?
No, it's just talking to a sword.
No, they just have a magic sword
That
Oh,
talk.
that has
good.
that has a consciousness.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yes, that will in no way become confusing for the poor 700-year-old kobold that tags along with us.
All right. Uh, Lastrana, do you have anything? Esther, Roy.
No,
Nope.
I'm just Lestrana's just identifying things and
Mm-hmm.
infusing her shield
And feeding
Mm.
stuff to Yaka. Okay.
and feeding stuff to Yaka.
All right. And for Esther, Roy.
Mm. Astrid is sleeping.
Okay, Roy.
Roy is preparing spells.
I would like to know what kind of spells you are preparing.
He's looking through a book. He's just writing the word fireball on all of his arrows,
Okay.
which is a feat because magic bow.
Yeah. Sure. All right. So
All the arrows that you don't have to use.
yeah. All right. So with that, the long rest ends, and now we can come to the question from Kiwi, which is, which direction would the party like to go in?
Hmm.
Which options are available to us still?
Uh,
Oh.
Broadly speaking, there'll be in a way there's two. Immediately down this square hole, or you can take up the offer for tea.
Hmm.
Some tea would be nice.
Do we want to have tea?
Should try tea is supposed to be good for stress.
I feel like tea is going to involve us fighting withers.
Fighting is also good for stress.
Causing or healing,
Yes.
Yes. High
all at
fives.
the same time. I'm so proud of you nerds.
High fives all around.
Have we been able to ascertain what's down the hole yet?
Yes, yes. Esther with their superior dark vision. Sorry, it's called Devil Sight, right? Not. I was
Devil
thinking of another
sight,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, with their sights, looked down and saw plant growth in the middle of a dungeon.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm willing to have a look myself if we can guarantee that I'm not going to become, I'm not going to get eaten by plants.
No promises.
Esther will let
Okay
you
then.
know that. Okay, I'm not sure if Esther let you know, but Esther's observation, and I think if you were to take a look at the hole, uh, your line of sight isn't as long as Esther's, but you can still see the general square shaft that's going down. It is very smooth with no handholds.
I mean, tie a rope. Oldest trick in the book is just tie a rope and lower me down.
Yes, but gargoyles might be keyed to kill anyone that come up.
You don't know that. No, you probably do know that. Uh, you're making it sound like our only choices are go down a hole in which go enter the unknown hole, or tea with withers.
Those are, in fact, the only two options.
This is an
Hmm.
accurate assessment.
The party has been pretty good at clearing out all the corners, so now it's just a pretty much a front and back, down or up.
Okay. Hang on, is
Rashi
it
votes
possible?
for Withers.
I have no strong feelings.
Hang on, I want to try one thing. Is it possible to lean over the precipice and see if I can nail a python
We haven't
into the
opened the
sheer drop?
grate yet, so technically yes.
Okay.
So
Every
you want to attempt to nail a python into the floor, correct?
Enjoy the psychic damage.
What psychic
E-
damage?
Every single time we've tried to damage a wall in any way, the
Hmm.
person who does it takes psychic damage.
Anything or anyone who has tried has taken psychic damage, except for one person. But that's he.
Really?
Sorry, not he. They are the exception.
You're making it sound like our only option is T with Withers.
No,
No,
you can
we
always jump down into the abyss.
yeah, we can go down the hall. Like Aster can fly and just carry people down.
Okay, let's. So what are we? Are we casting? Are we taking votes, or are we just?
Civ
Are
votes
we
for Withers.
2 votes for Withers. Civ and
2 votes
Rashi.
for Withers?
Damn it.
2 votes for Withers, not 3. Up to you to decide if it's Civ who's voting or Rash who's voting. You collectively get 1.
Gray doesn't want T.
What is Lestrana voting for?
Lestrana thinks T sounds good.
I'm hearing mostly
Okay,
T
T
right
with
now.
Withers it is.
Fighting Withers, probably it is. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to leave an opportunity behind, and I think going down the hole would leave the
Oh,
opportunity of T behind.
Gray picks up small lizard gecko friend and asks what their opinion is.
The lizard gecko friend bites.
It hits us slightly.
Did Withers
Um,
tell us what floor his
Hmm?
room is on?
Oh, it was on the 2nd floor.
Civ has good animal handling.
Is the Pascal replied yes.
Gives Pascal a piece of beef jerky to chew on until we get proper lunch.
Oh no, it was the 3rd floor. My bad. It was the third.
Isn't
No, second floor.
Pascal-
Second floor. Yeah.
Isn't Pascal that gecko entangled?
Yes, that is why this lizard is named Pascal.
Okay.
Okay. So I take it that the party is heading for the 2nd floor.
We were invited, so must be polite.
Okay.
It would be
Uh,
rude to say no.
Hold on, I need to reset all your tokens because you leveled up. But I'll just bring you all to the floor first. So I'll just give me a moment. Let me just drag your tokens out. Hopefully they are updated correctly because row 20. Wait. Why is Esther at 95 out of 101?
Because I leveled up?
But you should have full HP at full 100. Oh no, the 101 is your max HP, right? Right.
Yeah, my XP cheat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing sometimes. Is Civ there's one out, correct?
What about Civ?
Civ is the one currently out.
Yes.
Lestrana. Roy. Lucano. Zal is not having a good time because the corridor is too narrow for her. And I'll just put Kashmir here for now. Okay. Can everyone see a token?
I see a token.
I see a token.
Okay.
With no light.
I forgot to turn on. You are emitting a bit of light for your chest pocket.
Ooh.
Aster,
Why do I?
Esther should
You're
have the sword on, I guess.
so does
You-
Gray. Or so
You're
does Civ.
still yeah, Roy has the remains of the lantern because it was a continual flame.
Yep.
Mhm.
The flame tongue is a 40-foot radius, 40-40. Okay.
I believe the moon is 10-10, but I could be wrong.
The moon is a bit less than that, I believe.
I think it's 10-10.
So the tokens didn't really keep the stats for some reason. I'll just put it at 10-10. So we have quite a bit of light for everyone in the party, which is good because Lucano can't see in the dark.
Okay, Roy, go check for traps.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
sorry, it's 15-15. David, 15-15.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to be the trap Roomba down this
Okay.
hallway.
No, wrong
I
way,
searched.
wrong way.
This is
Wrong
I'll,
way.
where
I'll,
the
I
people
will put
came out
you.
of.
I will put you in front of it. Okay,
Okay.
here.
Yeah, it's where they came out during that long rest we had.
I will perceive. I cast perception.
It's untrapped.
Huh?
It's untrapped. The secret door that's untrapped.
Okay. I open the secret door.
Okay, you put your palm on it and it slides open.
Cue Legend of Zelda sound, I guess.
Yeah.
Do.
So
Not
now
that
that
one. The
you're
other one.
okay, so looking into the room, you see what appears to be a circular partition. Looks like a well.
Roy's having a trauma flashback to that well that he almost drowned in.
Really?
No, did I almost drown in? I recall like diving into a pool of water and everyone losing me for a few minutes.
I think that might be a different campaign because I don't think you encountered any form of water in this particular one.
No, we did. There was water with a body on it or something.
Or the water was like taking. It's like how you get into the other area of the map.
Oh yes, right, yeah, that did happen, yes. But you didn't drown. You were able to hold your breath long enough. I think you did pretty well for that.
Doesn't mean it was pleasant.
That is true.
Okay, so there's only the water. Huh.
Yep. So and now that you're close enough, looking into it, the water in the well is black.
I I dive into the water.
As you attempt to move closer and put your face into the water, you are immediately hit butted by a solid object inside it.
Sorry, what? I'm head butted.
Yes, you're hit butted.
Ow!
Give me a moment as I find the stupid icon thing.
How much damage do I take to my dignity?
0. Dignity, as much psychic damage as you want. So,
Isn't-
for let's say Sif and Esther, who are fairly close, you see Roy attempt to dive into the well, but immediately is recoiled as a large figure
Is that one of those things we fought in the hallway?
emerges from the well itself. Very obvious that this is a patchwork undead, but he's wearing a very tattered black suit.
Hello,
Good.
we're here to see Withers.
I
Is
see
tea
that
time with the
have-
gods.
I see you have business with Master with us. Give me a moment to inform him of your arrival. And this body sinks back down into the water.
Roy,
about-
under his breath. Under his breath. Could have warned me before I tried to jump in like a damn fool.
And after, I'll say give or take a few minutes. The body, no, sorry, this undead emerges back from the well. The master will see 6 plus 7. The master will see the 7 of you now. And the door behind opens.
Do.
So Pascal can't come?
8 of you.
What about Rashi?
Oh my god, shut up.
The 9 of you.
Rashi is the sword. Are you going to find a chair for Rashi to sit in?
Don't
Just
give
dunk-
him ideas.
Just dunk the sword in the tea.
Oh, please do not give him ideas.
Also,
Okay.
Esther's not drinking any tea that Withers gives.
Okay. So Please proceed this way, and this undead directs you into the room. So you do see a passageway that's lit. Going in.
Passage is lit.
It's lit, fam.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was going for.
Is the light here weird on purpose?
Yes. So you see at this particular junction, for those who are going in, you see a door in front of you towards the left, towards the west, and a door that's close towards the north. But I'll say that the flash column at the entry will have indicated that it will be straight ahead, the one towards the left.
Okay, so if we have to escape during combat, there will be a flesh golem in the way.
I'm less scared of a flesh golem than I am of the guy in charge of repairing this entire place.
Lestrana, what's your passive perception?
Oh,
17.
Okay, so with a
no,
wait.
15.
Okay, 15 is good enough. As you kind of turn, as you walk closer to the northern door, you feel a slight sense of nostalgia. As you hear nothing too concrete, but you hear like it's as though you're standing outside a workshop that you used to go to.
Tink, tink.
There is a bit of hustle and bustle of business. You can hear tools being used, hammering, a slight hiss of a forge. It feels familiar, like it's a workshop.
I think Lestrana's going to get distracted and
Lestrano, what are you doing?
go poke her head in the door if it's not locked.
The door
Lestrano,
is
what are
locked.
you doing?
The door is locked. The door is closed and locked.
Lestrana just
This is
turns
my home.
around.
It's meant for me.
Lestrana just turns around. It's locked.
Yeah, let's not fight 2 rooms full of enemies at once.
I just wanted to poke my head in the workshop.
Ugh. Okay, is the door trapped, Roy?
No. As you approach, the door opens.
That doesn't mean it's not trapped. I'm gonna search for traps.
Okay, you can search for traps. No traps. So
Okay.
as the door opens, you see Wither's in the wrong position. You see Withers on the other side of the desk. He looks over. I see you do have a rather large friend with you this time. And okay, I can't really do it on Roll20, but so I'll just physically describe it. First things first, the room behind Withers begins to expand. So it stretches out the extra 25 feet towards the west. The table in front of him stretches forwards by another, to accommodate everyone, it'll be about 20 feet forward. And chairs begin to appear along the side of the table. Please do come in. Tea is about to be ready. And you see behind him, there's a small little kettle that's beginning to hiss. What would you like to do? Oh, sorry. One other thing I just remembered. Very important. Okay, I'm just going to ignore Rashi and Pascal for now. But when the 4 of you enter the room, you do not hear your gods anymore. Because they weren't invited in.
Wow.
They have to wait till we come out.
Yeah, you still have their, if it matters, you still have their blessings, gifts. You still have their gifts.
They just can't talk.
They just can't talk because they weren't invited.
How pleasant.
So one less voice in, Sim said.
So two less voices.
Two less voices in, Sim said. Yeah.
It's so quiet in here.
So the party begin to file into his office.
Sure.
I mean, we came to have tea,
Hmm.
so let's go in the office and have some tea.
Pushes Roy. In.
Yeah.
In.
Yeah.
In.
Come
Yeah.
stand in
So
a corner.
I'll just the thing is this is something that I wanted to do. So the map. Roll 20 and the campaign doesn't suit me right now. So this is I may have to theater the mind most of this. But the general idea is there, okay? So you sit down at the table. There's a much larger chair appearing for Zhao. And Withers begins to pour out tea for the 1, 2, 3, 6 of you. But you notice he has 2 more cups. He put out extra 3 cups. And begins pouring the tea. From around the room, you see multiple small hands. They begin to pick up the teacups and bring them to each of you.
Mm-hmm.
And as they do so, as the last 3 cups are left on the table, another door from the north opens, and 2 people step out. One is Raquel, which you recognize, and the other is a small girl.
Oh, she's that skull that thing where we're not supposed to say that she died.
Yeah, and she steps out. But unfortunately, I don't think I can find the tokens. You know what? Let's just say she steps out. Found the token. Okay. Together with the other figure. And when she does, you see Lucanu, Zhao, and Yaka run towards her and kneel down in front of her. Except for Yaka. Yaka is still stuck with Lesrana.
Well, I'm sure Yaka moves toward her, just
Yeah,
not.
Yaka floats 10 feet towards the direction of her. But Lucanu and Zhao do kneel down. You still see Napatak and Lucanu and Zhao. They appears to be very formal greetings and and they are talking. A small little warm touch is on Esther's back with tongues. So Esther, you can hear this conversation they're having.
Mm-hmm.
To put it briefly, they are reuniting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Before Napatak tells Lucanu and towards Withers that they would like to have a private conversation in which Withers nods and the door behind them opens once again and Lucanu, Napatak, Raquel, and Zhao leave the room.
Roy very tactfully avoids mentioning having robbed Napathak's grave.
Who? What?
Hmm?
The
I
the
mean,
grave, the tomb, the
I
sarcophagus.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was
We
gonna
don't
say,
Yeah.
know anything.
I would just say, did Lestrana observe her looking better than when she last saw her?
Okay, so when you last saw her, she looked much more beaten down. But when you see her now, she looks more alive. She has more of a personality. She is, despite her size of being looking like a 7-year-old, she is holding herself, and the way she talks sounds a lot more mature. Would
Well,
Esther like to use Divine Sense? Just ask. Just curious.
I mean, I assume she's undead.
Hmm.
I mean, she's
Like-
looking better, and I think this is a much better position for her to be in than what she was when we saw her the first time.
Hmm. So as they leave the room, the door closes again, and Withers turns to the party before picking up his own cup of tea and drinking it. So while they conduct their pleasant business, I must say, I am pleased to see all of you healthy and well. So what are y'all doing? What's the party planning to do?
Is Withers asking this?
Yeah, Withers is no, sorry. Withers is stating that he's glad to be a host for this particular tea party. Snarky is asking what the party is planning to do.
What are we planning to do, guys?
If you want, I can continue role playing as Withers. That's fine.
Civ attempts to
Right.
hold Pinky up while drinking tea.
Okay. So you drink the tea. It is a silly question. I don't know. Is Gray a tea person?
Gray probably has had lots of tea. Civ probably never has.
But the type of tea you have tends to be the one back at the garrison, so it's not the best tea. It's just tea, correct? Or have
Yes.
you had taken good tea before?
I mean, Mum probably had good tea a couple of times.
Okay. The tea flavor on this tea is rich. It has a lot of complexity to it. It feels to you like something that your mother would have drunk.
I think Lestrana would be taking sips of the tea.
Okay. Is Lestrana a tea person?
I would imagine that Lestrana tried quite a bit of tea
Okay.
in
Just
House
for fun.
Corinth.
Just for fun, could you give me a history check? Good enough. I just wanted 11, but okay. This is a type of tea usually reserved for nobility. That is rare.
I've only ever tried this once.
In your entire life, probably just a sip of once.
Yes.
So Lestrana and Gray are drinking. Okay. I'll let Withers continue. Okay.
Mhm.
So Withers drinks the tea with you. I will say that when Napatak and Rakor left, they also took their own cups with them. Zal and Lakuna did not.
Oh, actually, Aster will cast Divine Sense for the tea cups.
Okay. So you cast Divine Sense. Okay. Withers undid. The numerous hands in the room that are scuttling around with teacups, pouring tea, etc. all undid. Napatak undid. No response from Raquel. Teacups are teacups.
They're not desecrated.
No,
Okay,
they're fine
Aster
china.
and the well, it was mostly to see if the water was like tampered with or anything.
Oh no, this is just tea. Yeah.
No,
And
Aster takes a sip.
Lestrana would tell Aster, it's the really good tea.
Aster takes a sip.
Okay. All of you feel a slight warming feeling inside your body. For those who drank it, it's a good kind of warmth in your stomach.
The tea casts fireball from inside.
Okay, if I wanted to kill everyone, I could. This is not it. So Withers continues as he sees most of you drinking. I don't oftenly get my guests who are willing to come in to have a chat. Usually they don't find this room or they actively avoid coming in. A bit of pity. I really like to talk with those who come in, but sometimes The job description does not really allow me to. But tell me, since you're here, and you have marvelously cleared 4 floors, I must say, this is impressive. Not many make it to the 4th floor and clear it this well.
Not all of us did.
That is true. Though I am kind of curious. Please indulge me in a bit of pleasure. Which one was your favorite?
Which trap?
Or room? I'm fine with feedback. Feedback is very important.
All of the feedback in the microphone would be my feedback.
I'll have to tell the technician to adjust the sound system then.
Roy pulls a bottle of like really cheap but really powerful booze out of his bag. Just takes a long pull.
Suspicious. I like that in a person.
So was that just me hearing weird feedback, or was that everyone?
Or just
I think it might just
Jared,
be you. Yeah.
I think it may just be all the voices in your head.
trying to think of all the rooms.
There were so many.
I like the room where you tried to drown us in wine.
That one. That was set by one of the earliest workers in the tomb. We kept it around for a while.
Roy in the background just, continuing to take pulls from his bottle of scotch.
I assume Roy is a good drinker, so I'm not gonna ask for anything right now.
The false entrance?
Oh yes, that was a classic. That was a favorite of Master Azarek.
I think the room where one person had to direct another person through a maze was interesting.
One of our technicians here really thinks teamwork is important in this type of place.
Team building exercise.
Yes. We find that building trust among the party is important.
It's not really a trust building exercise if the consequence is someone dying.
Well, higher risk means higher reward, doesn't it? And the reward is friendship.
Roy produces another bottle of scotch from his bag and just starts chugging that too.
Lestrana wonders how many bottles of scotch Roy's been hiding in the back.
I would like to point out that he did not finish the first bottle, so he's chugging them both at the same time, like a college freshman.
Oh yes, before I forget, he reaches into, and you see him reach under, behind him to grab a small pouch, and he places it on one of the many numerous hands in the room, and it brings it over to Yaka. Well, Yaka, as you can see, your princess is now back, and due to your excellent efforts in procuring me staff members, this is the remainder of your remuneration. So, and the hand places the bag on the table. There's a small thud and clinking sounds of minerals rubbing against each other. And Yaka voices to Withers. This seems like a lot less than I remembered. Where's the rest? Upon which Withers replies, your princess has informed me that whatever belongs to you belongs to her, and used a substantial amount to hire a guide. Upon which you see Yaka bang his head against the wall.
I know that feeling. Yaka produces a third bottle of scotch out of his pack.
For Lastrana, you sense a few emotions coming from Yaka. There's a slight bit of frustration, but there is a lot of joy and familiarity coming from Yaka.
Strana pats Yaka on the head. You keep doing that, you're gonna break your skull, and there's not much left of you.
Fair enough. And he stops. And with us, we'll continue until someone wants. If anyone has any questions to ask, please feel free. But with us, we'll continue. I had time to understand why you are here, though I am mildly upset that you aren't here just to explore the dungeon, but you have a bigger goal. I understand its importance. I know that you are trying to go down to the deepest depths to find something my master have left behind. And I wish you all the best in doing so. For your patron might really need it.
I don't even know if our patron is still alive.
Would you like to know?
Lestrana just looks around at the others.
I mean, it's not going to change Aster's motivation at this point.
No, because there's still a lot more people. It just means we won't get paid for it.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Rashi says she's interested in knowing more.
Okay.
Lestrana's interested.
So
Drinking.
Roy, give me a con save. If you're
Since
drinking
you're
3
now
bottles,
drinking 3 bottles
if you're
at
drinking 3
once.
bottles, give me a con save. You are now drunk.
Aster spends 5 points of land hands to remove the poison effect
I would wait until we're done.
and takes the rest of the alcohol away.
You don't
Just
know
like-
how many bottles I'm hiding.
Take his
I'm not
bag.
drunk, you're drunk.
Aster
I'm
spends
not-
5 points. I don't want you having disadvantage in a fight.
Yeah, I'll say that drunkenness is like what? Disadvantage on strength and dex?
It's poison, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically a poison effect. Anyway,
When no one's looking, Roy produces a flask out of his pockets that Aster did not find and just empties it into the tea.
okay.
Aster takes the tea and drinks it.
Okay. So Withers produces a crystal ball, and all of you, for first time in probably 2 weeks, I think, see sunlight.
Light.
Yes, natural light. And you see a view of the merchant's palace in Port Nyanzaru, the party has left 3 months ago, or 73 days ago. The palace has seen better days. It appears to have undergone an attack of sorts. You see fortifications, and you do see general destruction outside of the palace.
Is
The interior
Admiral
has
Chaos there as well?
probably not. And as the view focuses in, you do see the body of Syndra, Syndra lying on her bed still, as there are a few other people in the room watching. You do recognize one of them as the cleric who belongs to the prince. It appears that, and Withers will say, it appears that your patron has expired just about a few days ago. But if I see that, and he turns the spear in multiple directions, but I do see that she has clerics trying to keep her in a recoverable state.
Keep her fresh.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Yes, keep her fresh would be probably the correct term that I was trying to think of. Keep her
So
fresh.
if the death curse can be removed, they can res her.
No
We hope.
emotional response from with us.
We hope.
Well, I mean,
It does appear that I've been paying attention to Port Nyanzaru. That particular city is important to us. It appears that there have been a slight uprising, I guess would be the word I'll use here, from people who do not want resurrection magic to exist. But what can they do? They're just commoners.
They can die.
Mm-hmm.
They can be fooled by a fancy talker and Civ doesn't even realize he's saying all this,
Mm-hmm.
into believing anything that momentarily seems to benefit them more. It is a shame.
That is true. I have spent many years observing humans. The behavior is amazing, I should say. Multitudes of rationality and irrationality, a myriad of emotions and behavior. And you hear him speak, he seems pretty entranced in the concept of humanity as a whole.
Looks at Roy.
What?
You're the only full human here.
Not human, but
Mortals.
models as a whole. Yeah. So, is there anything from the party before I move on to the next thing?
Nothing. No.
Nope.
Okay.
Just let him monologue.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll say he's hoping for active conversation between people. Yeah.
I think
Or
Aster
just
might.
idle chit chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Aster would just like talk to him about like how long have you been undead?
Probably. I kind of lost count after the first century. You know how things are. I'll probably put my finger around 150-ish, I think. Raquel probably knows better than me. She tends to like these details.
Mm.
Yeah, we've been together for a pretty long time.
I mean, I've seen the wealthy use resurrection magic to prolong their life, but I've also seen resurrection magic bring back a widow's son.
So long as they can afford it.
This was a gift by a noble who thought the widow shouldn't lose her only son.
Bless their hearts.
So I don't think it's so bad that the resurrection magic exists. But like with everything, it's how it's used.
We need to unionize the diamond mines.
Huh.
I don't think it's bad that the resurrection magic exists.
Hmm.
I think it's bad how it gets used.
I agree. I kind of wish that there were many potential adventurers who could have made it a lot further if they just had a bit of resurrection magic on their side. But it's unfortunate.
Wife crew brought me breakfast and coffee.
Ooh.
And scotch.
Yeah, don't forget to pour a bottle of scotch into the coffee.
Okay.
Uh, Roy drinks. Real life Groot does not.
Okay.
I just thought sudden alcoholism was a funny character
No,
trait.
it's fine. It's
Yes.
fine. I enjoyed it. So unless there's any burning questions that the people that the party would like to ask, I'll
Lestrade, just go.
continue.
Lestrade, go. Can I maybe get to poke my head in the workshop before we leave? And Lestrade just has the look of a child looking at wanting to go look at the toy store.
It's the same
Uh,
energy as can we go to Toys R Us?
Give me an insight check on Withers. If anyone wants to give me an insight check on Withers, feel free to.
Sure, because Aster gets advantage on it.
Okay. So okay, that's good. So it was a bit hard because he is wearing a mask, but the three of you, Lastrana, Esther, and Roy, you picked this up from Withers. When Lastrana said that she wanted to look into the workshop, Withers, there's a sense of enthusiasm and excitedness. I'm not sure what's the word. Excitement from Withers. He wants to show you his workshop.
Basically, yes, let's go to Toys R Us.
But he does say that is actually very. I really do, trust me. I do want to show you the workshop, but the workers inside, they made me sign some sort of document. They call it a union document, upon which I'm not supposed to bring that guests into the workshop. Something about safety.
Oh, I understand. Workshops definitely have safety regulations and stuff so that you can keep accidents to a minimum.
Yes.
There was also something about trade secrets.
Yeah, but Lestrana, you're an artificer. This is your Disneyland.
Yes, but Lestrana also understands rules of workshops.
Lastrana, how about this? Give me a persuasion check. Let's see if you can convince Withers to break the rules.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Yeah. He thinks about it. He really does think about it. In a bit of how much trouble can I get away with before people come knocking on this door. I can show just you the workshop.
I'm not sure if anyone else would be that interested.
I'm
Fair
more worried
enough.
about you going into a room with Withers alone, Lestrana. Aster thinks.
Yeah. Roy's like, it'll be fine. As he's uncorking a bottle of scotch that Aster did not find.
I might think you need to save Roy from himself at this point.
Okay. If there's nothing else, the door behind towards the north opens again. You see Lucano and Zhao exit together with the small princess, along with Raquel. And she turns and Napatak turns to Withers. Esther, you hear?
Mhm.
Our business has concluded. I hope that you keep to yourself the deal once we procure my heirloom. And Withers turns to her, bows. You hear him reply, I, Withers, will always stick to my promises. So rest assured, so long as you should demonstrate that you have inherited the title of queen, we will have a healthy cooperation with each other. And Withers stands up, turns to the rest of you. I appreciate the time that we spent together, but I must continue my business. And he looks towards Lestrana. Would you like to see the workshop now?
Yes, please.
Okay. And he walks over and leads you out towards the door of the north. What are the rest of you doing?
Aster is following.
Oh yeah, no problem. You can follow along behind.
Finishing his bottle of scotch.
Okay. So as you reach the door, Withers gently holds onto your shoulder, and the two of you walk through the door. Inside the room, you see multiple workers. Currently, there's a few inside. They are hammering, smithing, building things. You see a giant gray frog-like being inside a test tube. Oh, inside a test tube. There are mirrors being polished, hammered, weapons being forged, flesh golems being cultivated and built. Everyone is busy doing their tasks. Looking at the ceiling, you see multiple, not multiple, there are stairs leading up into the ceiling, but there's no hole. But you do see one of the staff members walking up the stairs and through the floor. Sorry, through the ceiling itself. There is a lot of activity going on. And I'll say it's almost overwhelming to your senses at this point. And one of the staff members turns around and is staring daggers at Withers. Bossman, what do we say about guests? And you see Withers for a short moment kind of shrink down slightly. She just wanted to take a look at the marvelous work that everyone's doing.
It was
What
just.
did we
I just.
say about guests?
I just go. It's professional curiosity.
And you see this short, looks like I'll say it's a pretty short, around halfling sized, looking you up and down. Interesting. May I see your hands?
Lestrana will hold out her hands.
And she takes your hands and begin pressing against the calluses cuts from your line of work, from your workmanship. You have craftsman's hands. And she looks up at you. If anything does happen to you within the rest of the place, I do welcome you to join our ranks.
I think I could be happy here.
Before proceeding to shove you back through the door. Yeah, you're impeding their business.
Vegan human flesh golems.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that.
Roy is asking very loudly if they have a brewery.
No, there's no brewery in there.
Are you sure? Because
I'm pretty sure, and I don't think you need any more.
Aster has my backpack, and that's got all my booze, and I don't want to do the rest of this sober.
Okay.
I prefer you be sober.
All right. Are you all leaving?
If Withers doesn't try to murder us, yeah.
Oh no, he's being chowdered by his safety officer.
Let's get out of here before he notices.
The safety officer is writing him a is writing him giving him a pink ticket.
Aster pulls Roy.
Okay. So y'all gather at the stairs.
Yes.
For the three of you, sorry, I was grabbing the wrong token. For the three of you who drank the tea, the warm feeling that was originally centered at the core begins to spread throughout the rest of your body, into your toes, extremities, into your head.
Oh my god, he cast heat metal on us.
Please recover all the HP you lost from the necrotic damage.
Yes! I'm so glad I drank the tea.
I'm so glad you took us invitation.
Lestrana hadn't lost any.
Aster
Good
had.
for you.
Wait, what necrotic damage?
The necrotic damage that lowered your total HP.
Sick?
You didn't drink the tea.
You didn't drink the tea. You kept drinking scotch.
No.
No, he did pour
Oh
that
yeah, he
all
did
into the
put
tea.
scotch in the tea.
Yes.
Esther took it and drank it.
That's true. Yeah, I did.
God damn it, Aster.
Okay, how about this? Roy, give me a sleight of hand right now.
Sleight of hand?
Yes, give me a sleight
Yes.
of hand, because I need you to be a higher HP, please. Give me a sleight of hand. Okay, good. So on the way
Yes!
out, you swiped a glass of tea and drank it. So take back your max HP.
I can
Okay.
I can now
Yeah.
at max H. Well, I guess Aster doesn't actually care about power word kill because of the crown. Aster can now watch their friends and family die to power word kill.
202 HP, so can I.
I only have 96.
I'm back up to 97.
Well,
Okay,
No.
good.
No, actually, I'm at 90. Do I have the lowest HP in the party at 94?
you're in power word kill range, my friend.
I mean,
Yes.
Gray has 77.
Okay. So with that concluded, I take it that everyone's going back down to the hole.
I was looking through my notes,
Mhm.
and there is possibly another way down. We did find that waterfall on the first floor that just went really far down.
Oh right.
It
Are you
probably
planning?
goes to the same place based on our exploration of the other floors. So we have two options for going down.
We don't want to do the speed runner wall hack frame skip.
I haven't been able to find any cardboard boxes. Like, I've been looking for one since we got in here.
I think we're just going back down to the bottom of the hole and opening the grate.
Yeah, that
So
seems like the better of
safer.
the two options. I don't feel like
Okay.
jumping into a pool of water.
Okay, so everyone is back on the fourth floor. And I'll say this is probably a good place to end the session before you jump down this hole.
Yee.
Seems
Sick.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Float
Yeah.
gently
Right.
down this hole.
Roy produces a fifth bottle of scotch and starts. I'm losing count.
You are at the fourth or fifth. I think it's the fifth or sixth bottle at this point.
So six.
Fourth bottle plus
I'm-
a flask.
I'm retconning it so that it's not that Roy's strength was low and that's why his he originally didn't have a lot of stuff in his pack. It's that the rest of it was booze.
Wow.
All right. So with that, next session we will proceed down to the fifth floor of the Tomb of Annihilation. Unless you all
Yay.
decide to go somewhere else.
I mean,
Home. Home. Let's go. I want to go home.
If you drink enough, you'll go home.
I think I'll go somewhere else.
You'll get new
You know-
home.
Same difference.
Challenge accepted. Produces bottles 7, 8, and 9 and proceeds to drink them all in rapid succession.
Pulls
San
out the
Francisco.
Pulls out the piece of Sage's thigh. I'm gonna have to have two of these.
I think it's a thigh bone at this point. It has been about 2 months since.
No,
I think
Aster
2
made sure
months.
to clean it
Pickle
and
it?
No, it's just the bone. It's been cleaned and disinfected, so it shouldn't decay.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Because you said thigh, so I assume you meant the bone with the meat attached to it. Then what I meant was the meat had already rotted off by now.
Oh yeah, Aster took all the meat off and cleaned it.
Okay. You have
so that
time.
it so that it would be nice and clean and could be used to resurrect Sage if we survive this nightmare.
You just have to find someone with the reincarnation spell.
No,
Wait, can you?
we can find someone with
Greater resurrection or whatever it's called.
I
True
think
resurrection from body part. The other resurrections ones tend to require. Actually, I think most of them require the full body. It's only that's why I remember reincarnation is the exception. You can reincarnate someone